Very good morning to all of you. Welcome back to the session, Microsoft Windows AZURE module. Good morning to one and all. And today I am giving you an announcement regarding the module test and cycle test dates. And you remember that it is not 22nd, is not your module test. Your module test is going to be conducted on 16th of this month. Okay, it is because we are about to complete our portion by this Friday itself, and Monday I will give you the recap and there are no more sessions. Then you will write your module test on 16th as because your project batch is going to be launched. So in order to start your project on time, anyway we have completed our portion. So you are going to write your module test on 16th of this month and then you will start your project immediately. So I gave you the communication, or the group also I'll give you the same communication, and even I have modified the schedules so that modified cycle test and module test dates I'll update in your group. So first only in the classroom session I am giving you the intimation. Okay. Ashok, Devi, Srimati, good morning to all of you. So I think I am clear with what is the module test date today. Right now there are 14 students who are joined and I want 14 responses. Everybody write the module test date and you are listening to me. If you are listening to me, you should write the module test date as the confirmation to me. All of you start typing the module test date. Very good. Jashain first, Srimati second, Devi third, Ashok, Sayali Sunil, Pushpraj from Gurgaon, Pankaj, Narayan Lal, Madhukirtana. Yes, all of you are correct. Only 9 students. What about the rest of the students? By the time I gave the communication, there are many students. Okay, Haripriya, I got your message. It's 16th. 16th of June is your module test. So some of the cycle tests are pulled it back. Okay. So you have to complete those cycle tests on time. You can find it in nitstudent.com, those modified schedule, or else anyway I am going to post in your group. Okay. So after 16th, you need to start your working on project. Okay. So that details also I will put it in the group. Once after I will get the confirmation regarding the project batch. So all the best to all of you, and start today onwards, from the first module onwards, start reading line by line. And wherever you are learning, there are some configuration settings like a theoretical topics you'll get. Please go through those configuration settings. And so don't expect a recap from me, because in AZURE everything is from book only, but syntactically he will test you. Okay. So please go through your courseware line by line. Wherever important syntaxes all are coming, note down that syntax and try to remember that syntax. So that is more than enough for your module test. Okay. So but each and every point is very, very important. So now we'll start with our last module. And Joshain, as you asked how to create database in the AZURE portal, which you can access from your node, from my node, but if you give the permission from AZURE portal, it is possible. So that also I'm going to tell you, but before to that, in this one actually there are 2 demos in the last chapter, which is scaling the services. The chapter name is what? Let me share my desktop where I have written the notes. So very simple chapter it is. So here you can see that you are going to learn about scaling of services. Scaling of services means what is the question? So improving the performance. Improving the performance means what? I don't want to share this. Improving the performance in the sense that that means whatever service you are requesting, that service should respond very fastly to give the reply for you. That means as a client, I requested some service. Service should give the response to me very, very fastly. So I need to feel as a client, oh, my service is responding very, very fastly. So faster performance I'm expecting. That is called as scaling of the services. So for this, let me take one of the students on it. Joshain, I'm taking you on it. So a small question I'll ask you, you should answer, okay? Joshan, okay, unmute your mic, Joshan. Joshan, I can't hear you.
Ma'am?
Check now. Yeah, you are audible now. A simple question I am asking, okay? You have one company and you have one server in your company, and the rest of the systems are client systems, okay? LAN connectivity is there. There is one machine where all your information like services, everything you are placing there, that is a server. And rest of the computers are trying to access from this server, okay? Services. So first few of, in the starting of my company, only 10 employees are there, 10 machines. From 10 machines they are trying to access from the server. Maximum 10 requests simultaneously are coming. So my server is very fast, so no problem for me. After few days or months, the company got very good name, so that the branches keep on increasing with the number of employees are growing. Think so that now 100 members are working in my company, okay? But server is one, clients are 100. Server is one only, but client systems are how many? 100 employees means 100 machines. So simultaneously 100 requests are coming means it's working but little slow. Got my point? And after some time, the number of employees were increased to 1,000 people, but server is one, so it is working very, very slowly. So the performance is too poor. The employees are saying that server is working very slowly, so we are unable to do the given task on time. So you are the networking person or the rating. So what is your reaction for their problem? How are you going to resolve their issue? Think. Whatever you feel, you tell. You are the person, network administrator. You to ensure that performance should be good. They are complaining about this performance. Then what are you going to perform? What is the task you will do? You are not audible, Joshain. You are not audible. Video also stuck. One. I'll take one more student from your center on air. You need to come to that student's place and give the answer. Okay? Let me connect to Srimati. Srimati, you give Srimati. His system was stuck. Srimati, you try to give. Wait, Srimati. You give the answer for this question. Your opinion. Unmute your mic, Srimati. Why your mic is not working? Not working. You are not audible. What happened to you all? You are not checking audio video systems. Some of the students are right there. Joshan gave some answer. Joshan said that I will increase the server. Server increasing means, do you mean that number of servers, or you are going to increase the capacity of the existing server? Can you give me the answer? So Joshan is saying that number of servers he will increase. Very good. That is one of the solutions. So another situation is what? Instead of increasing the number of servers, the existing server capability I can increase. That means a high configuration settings I will make in the existing server by increasing the RAM capacity, by increasing the processor capacity. That means different processor I will implement in the same server, multiple servers in the single system. That is multiple processors. Okay. So like that there are two techniques. Either you increase the number of nodes which acts as a server. That is one solution. N number of servers. That means if you go to some railway reservation department, okay, there is a single counter where reservation can be booked. Only one counter means what will happen? Everybody makes a queue over there only. If 1,000 people are there, it will become very, very slow. Why? Because only one clerk is working for you. But such a type of counters 10 are there means all these 1,000 people are distributed over these 10 counters. 10 clerks will be there. So every clerk will do the same task, but simultaneously 10 people are going to be processed. So what's happening here? Number of servers are increased. That is one. Otherwise, I may do another task. That means I am the single clerk. I will work for all of you, but whatever system I am using, that's the fastness, internet capacity or configuration of the system, so that fraction of seconds everybody's request will be processed. So that is another one. Certain times too many clients means better to go for the first one, that is number of servers I will increase, or else I will do another thing is what if right now whatever strength is there, more than that I am getting, so that little performance less means where you can do one thing instead of maintaining one more server which will really cost too much. Instead of that, you increase the capabilities of the existing server, which is sufficient if you feel. Then you can go for that case also. So in this way, you can increase the performance of your services. So for that, so though whatever I told, those two are technically termed as two words: scaling out and scaling up. Scaling out means what? Scaling up means what? That is the question. Okay. Scaling out means what? It's like first one, as Joshan said, that number of servers I will increase. That means number of nodes I will increase. So many servers means what will happen? The performance of the application service will be good. Because one client is coming and requesting a particular service, so one server is working for me. So at the same time, one more client is requesting for the same service. Another server is there who is going to help to the second client. So the second client need not require to wait till my request is processed by the first server. Second server will help. So simultaneously multiple tasks can be handled by multiple servers. That is called as scaling out. And another one is what? Scaling up. That is nothing but instead of increasing the number of servers or nodes, I can increase the capabilities of the existing server by adding the additional hardware like that. That means what I will do, I will increase the networking fastness, internet fastness. I may increase the RAM capacity. I may increase the cache memory capacity. Those are all the things you can do it. So these are the different things you are going to do. That is okay. But you should also remember that one technique we learned in ASP, that caching operations. Caching is what? Thousands of web pages are there in my website, but some of the pages are frequently accessible pages. So the clients will, access those pages very frequently, which is like static page, which does not have changing content much. So better what you have to do, such type of pages, first time request time, let the request go to server, let the server generate the page. After generation of that page should, one copy of it should be placed in the cache memory, one copy should be sent to your browser. For the same page, next time if you are going to, if the client is requesting, instead of request passing to server, it will get that page from the cache memory because it is already there in the cache. So caching is one option with which performance can be improved. Okay, so that caching also we are going to learn, but it is giving some problem. But methodology I'll tell, programming technique, everything I'll tell. But due to some problem in machine, it is not working. But all the techniques I will show you. Okay, so it's not only simple code. How you are going to use that services, I will tell you. Okay, the first one, I forget about caching. See here, always going for adding the new nodes is very, very costly. Certain times I want to think of expensiveness also. Then I can go for the second option, simply scaling up of increasing the number of, I can say that capacity of the existing resources. Means it's like only one work but multiple things, so that there is one newspaper 4 people want to read. Same newspaper Xerox I will take and keep 4 copies. So what will happen? Each one can be used by one person. So simultaneously 4 people can work with them. Like that, I told you that there are 4 counters or 10 counters are there in the railway department, so 10 people can simultaneously get processed, right? So that is also is possible. So how are you going to do this scaling process? If you talk about, so we are going to see for that one example. What is that? First, let me explain you. I have created one double step service with some 4 functionals: add, subtract, multiply, divide. 4 functions are there. I have created that service, double CF service, in the Azure cloud service. So we have seen that in the cloud Azure double CF service how to create also. I have created. So service will be created only one instance. Only one instance will be created in the Azure portal for your double CF service. The same instance must be utilized by thousands of clients, whoever is trying to access. So only one instance is working for thousands of requests, means 100%. There is a problem of scaling. That is what will happen. Performance issue you will get. Instead of that, service you create once, but as number of objects, that means number of instances for that service, you make 4 or 5 and put 5 instances in the Azure portal. 5 instances you keep it. So what will happen? At a time, 5 clients request can be processed. 5 you take or 10 you take, whatever might be. If you give number, by default only one instance will come. But if you are capable of creating multiple instances of the same service in the Azure portal, then how many people can access simultaneously? How many instances are there? Those many people request simultaneously can be processed. So how this is going to be done means it's a simple setting to be done. Okay, just wait, hold on. Okay, let us start. So the first demo is what scaling of the services with the help of creating multiple instances of your WCF service inside the Azure portal. So how you can make multiple instances, let us see now. So is that question till now, whatever concept I told, is that clear to you? What do you mean by, what are the different styles of improving the performance of your services? Okay, so that means scaling out and scaling up. Is this concepts about the scaling of the services is clear or not? Different types, scaling out and scaling up is clear or not? You need to confirm me. Now I am writing a question. From that you please confirm me. Okay. Different techniques means that is nothing but scaling out and scaling up. Very fast response. Surbi from City Center, Connect Place Center, except you, everybody has given the response. No. Surbi also has given very good. 100% everybody has given, that's the positive response, very good. So the question, and once again I am not subject. Okay. Your module test is not 22nd, it is on 16th of this month. That means next Thursday. Next Thursday is your module test for your Azure, because immediately you need to be posted into your project work. You need to start your work with project. So, okay, the project batch details and all these I will give you after 2 to 3 days. Once I will get the confirmation, I will put those details in your group. Next Thursday is your module test for your Azure. So 1 week before only I am telling, and we are able to complete our portion today. But anything is left, any small such topics, which I thought of giving additional, that I can give in the next class tomorrow, and Monday is a simply recap, and we are ending our AZURE module. Okay, so remember everything, and again I will not tell, I will put it in the group also. It's the 16th of June is your module test. Okay, so because some of you are not joined at the time I have announced this date in the starting of the batch, so I am giving this information once again in the middle of the class. So nobody should say that madam is not confirmed. I am confirming in the cloud classroom session, as well as I am going to put it in the group also after the class. So that information even you get it from the group along with the modified cycle test dates also. So let us start our demo. How simple demo you have to do. You know everything, only one simple setting to be done. You know all these actually. This is the only configuration tab you need to go, and you need to set, there is a property named that instance count, which you have to set to 4 or 5 like that in your WCF. So rest of the ones, you know, cloud WCF service we need to create. And after creation of that, you have to go to the properties of your service. Here under WCF service project name, there is one roles folder will be there. Inside that roles folder, you will need to select the first file. On that, if you right click only, you are able to see the option called as properties. So in that properties, you will find a tab called as configuration. So in that tab, you will find a property called as instance counts, which you need to set. So that I will show you, which takes hardly 5 to 10 minutes. And then I will host the service in AZURE. While hosting this service in AZURE, how many instances are going to be created is equal to number of instances you have specified here. If you specify here, by default it will be 1. So only 1 instance will be created when you host it. But if you specify 5 and you host it, 5 instances will be created for the same service. So like 5 counters for the same task, 5 members who are dealing with the same task, so that 5 clients can be simultaneously processed. So that is the requirement. This demo I am showing to you. So I am hiding my view, and I am going to show you the demo. I am opening the Visual Studio. 1 minute. So I am opening with administrator rights. 1 minute. Right click, run as administrator. So you know that new project to be clicked. In this new project, you can see that under C#, you need to take cloud. Cloud you should take. So that AZURE, because I am aiming this WCF service to be hosted in my AZURE portal, so it should be created as AZURE Cloud Service, and give it as AZURE WCF Service for Scaling. Okay, I just gave the name of the application like that and clicked on OK. Then you know that it will have so many web roles. One is to create web. Here cloud service means not only WCF service, SPMVC4 also will be there, like that many will be there. I have to take WCF service web role, because using this web role I am able to create a WCF service that is aimed to host it in the cloud. So take this and click on greater than. So it has been selected. The name, if you want to rename, you can rename just by right clicking and going for rename. But I am not renaming it. Original name of the application is, I have given that AZURE Scaling. What is the name we have given, name of the application? Okay, AZURE WCF Service for Scaling I gave. And this is a web role with the help of which only this AZURE WCF service is created. So click on OK. So it takes time. 2 projects it will create in your Solution Explorer. One is for web role, one is for the WCF service. That is depending on this web role. Okay, now let me show you both the things. I will create 4 functions, or only 2 functions means 2 functions. That's your wish. How many functions you want in the interface and in the WCF service, you implement those many functions, and then you have to see here Now you can see that this is the interface that you are going to see. This is the service which is inherited from iService1. This you know that SVC file which is real service. But you go to interface and specify the functions. Where is the one? I see here iService1.cs, which is under the web role 1. So which helps me to create the WCF service and create your own functionalities here. Int multiply, int x comma, int y, int divide, int x comma, int y. There are two methods, but what is the missing one? Operation contract. So interface is finished. This unnecessary ones you remove. Please remove this unnecessary ones. Okay. Yes. So I have completed what I have to do in the interface. But these two functions now to be implemented from my service.svc.cs file. So that is this service1.svc file. Whatever are implemented previously, please remove them because we don't need them. Okay, I have removed and by mistake I closed one. Okay, now I am going to give public function return x into y. Finish. Then public int divide int x comma int y return x by y. So my service is also finished. So save it, build it once. Okay. So my service creation is done. Now this service to be hosted in your Azure means what is the first work? You need to go for packaging of creating the package files and upload in your Azure portal. Reverse order. Normal ASP applications hosting is different. Cloud, Azure, WCF service like that, anything you have created. Reverse order. What you have to do, you have to package all the files of your WCF service. So two conf files will be created. One is package file, one is configuration file. These two to be uploaded in your Azure portal. So automatically the service gets uploaded in your portal, Azure portal. That's okay. But how many instances at the time of that? Let us go for 5 instances. So how to do if you got the doubt? Now you check properly. The people will get confused over here. Certain times what you will do on this web role 1, you will right click and you will go for properties. If you go for properties, right click on properties, you will not find any configuration tab. You are not getting any configuration tab. Where is the configuration tab, madam? You will get confused. So you came to the wrong place. Okay, so close it. Go and even you right click on this scaling services, still you will not get it. Right click and go for properties. So again I don't have the configuration tab. So what you have to do is in this scaling of services only, roles is there. In that first file, this is WCF service web role 1. On that if you right click, then you will find the properties option in which you will be finding the configuration tab. 1 minute. It is opening, just wait. That is just credentials it will ask you. Now you find it. Can you see that? You got the configuration tab. In this one, instance count default value is what 1 is there. You make it as 5. Enough. So now you save it. Okay. Close it. My work is finished. It's just only that small topic. The people will get confused. Where is this configuration tab? You told to go for properties. Which properties? That's why people will do small mistakes. That's the reason very clearly I wrote under the roles folder the first file I said. So that's nothing but your web roles. On that only if you right click you are able to see that option. Okay. So now you have done how to set the number of ones. Now you go for your application, that is service, right click and package all the files of your service in order to host it in the Azure. It was not yet hosted. It's not publishing of your normal ASP application. It is already Azure cloud service. So you need to go for package. So 2 files it is going to create. Package you click Then it is started. Don't get confused. It is showing the status to me. Publishing is started. And now it will create two files. One is a configuration file. One is package file. See here, it's been created. And it is automatically opening the folder where these files are available. So let this to be just you copy this, okay? Root only for root, and minimize. Just minimize. So you have done till here. Is that clear? It is not yet hosted. Only package. You package all the files. These files to be uploaded in your Azure portal. I want everybody's confirmation. Is that clear? How to set the number of instances for your WCF service and how you can package the WCF service, all the files. Okay. There's a question in front of you. Please, all of you, please check and confirm. Oh, Dilshik Neha. Are you on time, Neha? Instance count 5 means the same WCF service is going to create 5 objects, 5 instances of your service are created. Each service will work for one client simultaneously. So 5 instances means 5 counters. Like I told you very clearly, if it is railway department, you will go to railway department. There are so many counters which will do the same task. Why those many counters is for the same work? Because work to be done very faster. If the client is coming and taking the services from first counter, if another client is coming, they don't require to wait. They can take the help from the second counter. One more client is coming, they can take help from other counter. Even though other 2 counters are busy, third counter is free, they can take. That means simultaneously 5 members can be processed. Like that 5 instances if you are maintaining in your Azure, cloud portal, what will happen? The request, if anybody is making for this server, 5 clients requests can be processed simultaneously. So what will happen? The client will feel that very fastly the service is responding for their request. That's the meaning. Neha, raise your hand and confirm me. Here you confirmed anyway. Once again, I want you to confirm there also. Nirosha from City Nagar. Nirosha from City Nagar. There is no response from you. Chennai T Nagar Center, Nirosha. If the question is not visible, hand raise and confirm me. Yes, it is user-defined property. You have to go and modify it. So number of instances by default 1, you can change it because of its performance will be increased, which is called a scaling of the services. Nirosha, I did not get any answer from you. Are you there or not? Rest of the students already answered that, they understood. So Neha said that understood, very good. So I have taken Nirosha on air, but still the audio video is also not working. So any doubt, anything, you please hand raise, because otherwise I cannot help you out. Okay? Because you neither gave yes or nor gave no. Okay? So I don't know whether you are on time or not, or whether are you able to see the question or not also, I don't know. Okay? It's you who need to confirm to me. So now let me go to now how to. So now packaging is also finished. Only go to your Azure portal and create one cloud service and upload these files into that. These packaged files, you give it there. Finish. So I have already opened my Azure portal for the faster response. Okay. So I am hiding my view. Don't get confused. See here. Slowly, if you see not web app, you should go to cloud service. See here, whenever cloud Azure service you are creating, you have to go to cloud services. In the cloud services, at the bottom, new button will be there, which I click, so that it is asking me to select what they are. See here, Yes, yes, 160499. Okay, scaling WCF service. Simple small ones you give, don't give that much bigger ones, but I just for your understanding I give. S160499 scaling WCF service and click on OK button so that it has been, now it is started. Created also, you observe how fast it is created. Now you need to click on this link. When you click on the link, it will give you the option of deployment settings, new production deployment. Last time you have done all this. In the WCF time I told the same. You give whatever scaling, demo, anything you can give as a label for this, just for your understanding. And here package file, configuration file. At that time only I am telling you how to select whatever package files you see. This is our root actually. This is our root where WCF service for scaling package file, configuration file. In the name only can PKG means package, CFG means configuration, CS means C# configuration, C# package. Take the package and click on open. So it has been selected. Again go to here and take the configuration file, finish. Now without failure deploy even if one or more roles contains a single instance, you select it and click on OK button. So finish. Now it is started doing it. See, creating the production deployment, it will take around 1 minute for hosting it because this is a cloud Azure service. Certain times it will take 1 or 2 minutes. Meanwhile, any doubts you can hand raise and ask me in this. Now here I want to show you in the dashboard how many instances are going to be created. You want to see how many instances are going to be created means. Now I am showing you. See, this is our WCF service which we have created. Go to instances. Can you see that instances? Go to instances. Now still instances are not yet created. It is creating how many instances? 5 instances. Nothing is there you right now. This creating, it is not yet completed. See here. Now observe. See, it is not yet created. How many instances it is creating? 5 instances it is creating, as because we have specified the instance count as 5. If you give 3 instances, each instance will work for one client simultaneously. So the performance of the service gets improved. The client's delightness will be there. Client, if they are giving requests, immediately it gets processed because multiple instances are there to help them. Is that clear? Now it's doing. It takes some time because 5 instances it will create. But once after creation, all the 5 will be in the ready state. The demo is over. Is that clear or not? Anybody is having any doubts? The entire demo is finished. This scaling demo, did you understand or not? Please confirm me. So first demo is over. That's why I told it's not very difficult demo. It's a very simple demo. You create as usual all the things what you have done previously the same. Only the thing is only instance count property has to be set up. Then package the files. Then upload the files. That's it in Azure. Nothing. Only that property. Nothing is new. This is all we have done in the WCF only. Pitampura guest 007, I did not get message from you. Can I get message from all other Pitampura center students? So please confirm towards guest 007 whether that student understood or not. Hand raise one of the Pitampura center students and confirm about guest 007 from Pitampura. So rest of the students said that yes, all positive. Nobody said that no. Who is there from Pitampura? Only one student. Let me check. What about guest 006, 009, 010? These many people, all others are there. No, none of you are responding. Pankaj, from Pitampura, right? These many 5 students are there. About 1 student, rest of the 4 students. Anyone, please respond. Pankaj, respond. Pankaj logged out. Wow, great. What I would guess 010. Nobody is responding from Pitapura. I don't understand what they are doing. Okay, whether they are there or not, nobody don't know. So at least in a batch, if one student is not responding, other students will respond. Here when I am asking, one student is logging out from the Pitampura. Who is get 009 from Pitampura? Adjust your camera. Unmute your mic. Where is your mic? So I want one question for you, say like this or like this, okay? So is your at least hand raise is working? Hand raise is working or not? Working. Then can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me or not? Then why you people are not responding? Those many times if I am prompting also, who is guest 007? So 100 times I should pronounce you people that Pitampura Center students please respond towards guest 007. I told very clearly other students of Pitampura please respond towards guest 007. From 5 minutes the time is wasted. That takes hardly 10 seconds or 20 seconds, hardly 30 half minute. So for that, how much time you are taking to answer for that? Why nobody is taking initiation from your center? I am not getting the idea. If the same question, if I am asking Nungambakam about one student, rest of all students in fraction of seconds will write about that. Her system is not working, technical issue, madam, but she understood, he understood, like that they used to respond. Why not your center? Not only you, guest 006 is there from your center, guest 010 just now logged out after I have prompted, I pronounced. I'm disconnecting, you hand raise and write. Some technical problem, now you are writing as 007. Technical problem, might be question is not visible, but you can hand raise and you can type the answer. Or you can request other student to type it on behalf of you. There are hundreds of alternatives will be there in order to give the answer. Okay. Simply, it will not be a problem to all the students of the center. You please understand, if you are not giving the feedback, at the end you will say that due to technical problems we did not understand the class, which is a no way relevant answer, right? So let us go for the next one. How you can improve the performance is this is one technique. Another one is what? Catching. That is called as AZURE catching. Here I am just giving you the steps and I will do the practical also, but there is some emulator problem, so that it is not allowing. My system is not allowing caching, because of which I am getting error, but the same if you do in your system, it will work for you. Okay. So don't get confused for that, and I am going to show you each step. And this demo also activity. Some of you sometimes may not understand, but all the demos that I am telling are activities of your book where each and every step is already mentioned. So not only whatever demos I told, you can do your own demos also on your own, but all the steps are already provided in your lab guide. So I'm going to open that lab guide, and from there first I'll explain and then I will show you practically. Okay. So it's a catching. Catching in ASP also you learn. What is catching? I'll just tell you. There is one database. In that database there is an employee table with lakhs of records or crores of records. So primary key is what? Employee ID. Of that table is employee ID, which is unique for all the employees. Now I have created one application for searching an employee details based on whatever ID I have passed. If I am giving 105, it should go to this database. It should connect to the database, go to your table, search under employee column whatever value you have given. Wherever the 105 value was found, that record should be returned. So how many works? You should connect to your database. You should go and search in your required table employees to filter. So you need to using where condition you need to check all the 1 crore records might be. So think so that I found 105 means it will not save searching. It will search even rest of the records also. So unnecessarily you are doing. So now you have done well and good. It is giving 105 record. It has given. This is the process is happening. Next time you have requested for 110. Again, it same process, connecting to the database and going and searching in the employee table out of 1 crore records. Somewhere 110 was found, I got it. Then 2000 employee ID I searched, I got it. Same procedure, okay. But now, fourth time I gave 110 once again. I mean 110, sorry, 110, which is my second request. Already previously I have searched for that. That time it went to the server, a database server, and connected to the database server, went to the database, searched in your required table, in the employee ID column, wherever 110 is there, that record it has returned me. That much processes. Same process once again will be repeated, even though previously you have requested for the same employee ID. Now also you are requesting for the same employee ID. It doesn't matter for the computer. It will do the same process by default. So how I can reduce? Think so that previously for one employee you have already searched. Same employee you are giving now for searching purpose. So how I can, I mean that instead of going to the server, still automatically I should get that previous data. So how I need to do? So it's a simple task. You just understand the process and then. User gets an employee ID for searching. You should write the code in such a way that immediately going to the database, searching in the required table, filtering, getting the record, not like that. First work, as soon as you received a request from the user with some employee, first my work, let me go to cache memory. Is there in the cache memory, with this employee, any record is found with this value, with this key, that means whatever employee you gave, with that key, is there any record was found in the cache memory? If found, oh, this is the what previously I requested, I got the result, so don't let me go to server and get the connectivity with the database server. Search, filter, no. This data with the same employee ID, one entry is available in my cache memory. Let me take it from there and directly display in my view. So why should I go to my server and do all the tasks? It is not required. Are you getting my point? So there is a problem. So you have saved lots of time. In case whatever employee was given to you, I'm checking and with this employee, is there any key in the cache memory? Not found. Not found means let me do all the process. Send the request to the database server, fetch in the required table and required data, whatever you are returning. Now you have searched for 123 things. So previously you did not search with. So now you gave 123 which is not found in the cache memory, that data. So now you pass the request to the database server, do all the processing. Fetch in the database table, somewhere I found 123, get that record and return. Now whatever you received, it's your duty. You have searched, you got the record, this record, you put it in the cache memory. Because previously it is not there in cache memory, so I went to server and I retrieved. Now you put this data in the cache memory with the same key name. In the cache memory, when you store some data, it is in the key value format. So give the key name is equal to your employee ID and the complete record as its value. So 123 record now as a key and the original answer also you have kept in the cache memory. After some time, if at all you are giving 123 the employee ID for which you are searching for, what I said, it directly should not go to database, it should go and search in the cache memory. I found it there because 123 key previously I set and I kept it in the cache memory. Then take it from there. Why you will go for the server? Don't go it. So you have saved the time. So application runs faster for already visited pages, already searched pages which are already available in cache memory. Let me take it from there. Why should I go for the server and again table searching and all these? I am escaping all this work. Next, are you understanding? This is the process. Every time I am getting a request for a specific employee to search, instead of directly going and doing the entire process, first let me search if this data is available in the cache memory. If not available, let me go to server, database, get the data, and this data, let me put it in the cache memory and give it in the browser also. So next time when you request, this is again available in the cache memory. Now this time it is available. So I will skip all these steps and I will take that data from cache memory and display. So what's happening? You are saving your time for frequently accessible records. So whatever same employee ID record, if you are searching multiple times, only for first time only it will get it from the server. Next time onwards it will get that information from the cache memory until you close the server. Is that clear to all of you what I said? Anybody is having any doubt? Did you understand how the caching really happens? There is a question in front of you. Have you understood the internal process, how we need to implement? Without catching every time, you are requesting for the same employee also, every time it will perform the entire process. And instead of that, you want to improve the performance, you have to take the help of the cache memory. Very fast. This time is very, very fast. Everybody 100% were given in fraction of seconds. The response very good. That's about this. So for this type of work, we have to create one Windows Azure, not double-sided service. ASP applications web API you have left, that is only through the cloud. That means Azure cloud service, you know, left side cloud, right side Azure service. Their web role is what? ASP, MVC4 web role you need to take, web API you create and you create your application. In the get, there will be, web API means two functions mainly I explained previously. Get with 0 argument, get with 1 ID argument. So in the ID argument function, I should write the code in such a way that to interact with your, so whatever ID you are giving is employee ID. If that employee ID record is already found in the cache memory, first search in the cache memory. If any record was found with this key, whatever employee you are giving, that's the key. If it is found, get that record from the cache memory and go to your view for display. Return that record. Not view, return that record because web API. Okay, in case it is not found, think so that in case it is not found, then what should I do? So I have to go for, already you will create code first approach, data context creation, tables creation, all these. So refer to that context, refer to your table and search in that table for whatever ID you have given, and that whatever record you got it, that record if it is not null, that means if the record was found in the original database table, then get that record and that record put it in the cache memory now with the same key name is what, your employee is your key name, value is the entire record. Okay, that I have saved very nicely. Now what I will do, the same I will return. So I have kept it in the cache memory as well as I return. Next time when you give the same employee ID searching, what will happen? It will go and search in the cache, it is found. So it will take it from there and return the same value. So from cache memory you are taking and returning, but you are not connecting to the server, getting the record and returning. So this is the concept which we are going to see. For this work to do, there is a special worker role is there which is called as caching worker role project. So that should be attached as additional one for your application, that I am going to show you steps, but the only the thing is due to some problem it is not working in my machine, but the steps are correct. So that steps if you remember, that's more than enough. Okay, so those steps are already given in your book. but in such a way that they already provided one web API they have already created. In that they have already written the code to retrieve the data without caching. Then they told the steps to apply caching, how you can apply caching in the existing application to improve the performance. But instead of that, what do? I will do from the everything, even creation of web API also I will create. Okay. So little faster I'll tell because this is already you know. And before to that, I want to show you first steps. So I'll hide my video and I'll show you the steps because it's important. Once after showing the steps, so remember in whatever steps I'm showing, some steps are not available because he already provided the data file on which you have to go for catching demo. So activity steps will be open that application, do these steps. But the application I will create. Okay, I will create and I'll show you how you can create that application. So that is the one which he provided. He created like that, provided to us. So how you can do. And one or two steps, so whatever he was written like that, they are not working. There is an alternate procedure for that. That's also I'm going to show you. That's the reason I told you that I will show you the steps once. Okay. Just for a while. I'm opening. Lab guide. Yes, this is the lab guide. It's opening, just wait. It's not very difficult, but some steps extra will be there, which you have to remember and do it. And in my system, why it is not working is some of the .dll files are missing in my machine. I will show you that what files are missing in my computer, because of which I am unable to do this demo. That also, but he will give in this one. So you can see that whatever we have given is lesson 2 of last chapter is finished. That is lesson 4, Azure caching. When you are talking about, this is the demo which you have to do. See here, Windows Azure worker role. You see here, caching API, web API application you have to create. Solution is what? He's asked me to open one application which he already created, and he's asked me to open. Till this step, he will ask you to open it in administrator mode. Okay, you should open with administrator rights. Okay, that's okay, everybody. Now in that 2 projects already will be there, MVC application and MVC application.azure. So don't get confused. Instead of them, we are going to create, and I will show you on our own. But only the thing is what you have to remember is, he already provided one web API for which caching facility is not there. Azure caching is not automatic. It is only you will get when a new project that provides the caching facility for you. That is catching worker role. There will be one catching worker role project which you have to create for your existing application in order to add Azure caching facility. So he is telling you that you can go to your application. See, he provided 2 applications I told you. One is simply MVC application 1, another is in MVC application 1.azure. But I will give different names and I'll show you. Actually, this is the one on which you have to right click in that folder roles. You have seen like in WCF how roles folder like that. On that roles folder, you need to right click and go for new worker role. And when you go for that, you will find an option called as catching worker role in the middle pane. See here, catch worker role. This is the one which you have to take and add, which gives the facility of using the catching operations in the Windows Azure. Without this addition of this project for your current role, it is impossible for you to implement the catching in the Windows Azure portal. Okay, that's the reason you have to give, and what name you want to give is that's your wish. So by default it will come as a catch worker role 1, it will come, 1 you remove it and leave it as catch worker role. But is it mandatory? Any name you can give, but you should remember that catch worker role. Template is catch worker role. The name of that project that is going to be created for that is catch worker role 1, but 1 you remove and keep it your simple better name. Okay. So now you compile and do it. This is the first task you have to do in your application for making your application ready to use the catching facilities. Otherwise, your application is not allowed to use the cache facilities. So that is the first one. That's not sufficient. There is a new Z package because I need to write some code which has some classes. Let me show you this one. Can you see here? Microsoft dot at the bottom, which you cannot see. After this, using system.web.http, there is one another using statement. Microsoft dot application server dot caching. But that namespace will come only when you add the new Z package Windows Azure caching. But this is the place I'm telling. For some of you, when you go for the new Z package and try to search for this, it is not visible. Then what to do? Then there is another methodology from where you can install that package. That is what? From the package manager console. This we have seen in the migrations, right? So that package manager console, you can go there. I will tell you one step with which I can install the new Z package of Azure caching. So that I am going to tell. Whatever he told from new Z packages, actually in my system it is not working. It may work for you. It is not working means, first of all, it is not showing that option of Windows Microsoft Windows Azure caching. That that option itself is not showing. So that I have installed in a different manner. Okay, that also I am going to show you in my system. So after you have the, so are you understanding? After doing that new Z caching, then only you will get this caching namespace. Microsoft.applicationserver.caching. Why this namespace, you may get doubt. So can you see that in the get with one argument, this is get with one argument function, inside which previously they have written a simple code to retrieve the data by searching as per your ID. Okay, but now directly don't do all these works. First search in the cache memory. To search from the cache memory, I should have some cache factory. From the cache factory, one default cache memory to be taken. This is the place my error is coming in my computer, which is not supporting. Okay, data cache factory, one you take it. From this factory, one cache memory you take, that is called as get default cache. So my cache memory is referenced with what variable? Cache. But what are the class names? Data cache factory. From which namespace they are coming? From this caching namespace of Microsoft.applicationserver.caching. That's the reason use that package you attach, I said. Otherwise, you cannot access these classes or this namespace. Neither one is possible. So now your cache memory name indirectly cache. Whether you want to read from that means get, cache.get. If you want to put some data into the cache memory, put. So whenever a user is requesting this memory, that means get function with an ID, employee ID. So I will just check from this cache memory. So here, see here, what is this command? Cache.get means try to read an element from the cache memory. This is the key of, that means things that 105 is your key, 105 for 105 I'm searching. If it is found, get that record, get its value into the variable location. And if not found, location will be null. So you check, if it is null, you say that it's not found in the cache memory. If it is null means it is not found in the cache memory. There was no key with whatever name specified. So compulsorily you need to go to the server, database server. So that's why you see here, you are creating a context object and you are given the link query and you are searching here with where condition, you are searching for location ID is equal to, in our case it is employee ID. Okay, and you are executing that link query and getting the first record into location. That you are, after that, might be I'm searching for 125 employee ID. Might be it is not there neither in the cache memory. First of all, 125 employee ID is not there in my database table. So first of all, it is not there in the cache memory. So I must get it from the table. In the table, there is no employee ID with the number as 125 what you have given. Then also it will be null. If it is null, not equal to null means record was found. So put that record into the cache memory. Because this entire code I am doing, if it is not found in the cache memory. So let me connect to the server using link query and execute. And now, if the whatever result I got it using the link query from my server table, if it is not equal to null, record was found. If the record was found, what am I doing? I am putting, this is the way how I can put it in the cache memory. See here, this is a command which places your data into cache memory. There are two arguments. Get time only one argument, put time two arguments. So that key name is 105 and the record there is one record. So which needs to be placed in cache memory. What record you want to put in cache memory is the second argument. With what name, with what key name it should be saved in the cache memory is the first argument. Okay. So while reading only key name I will give, so this value gets retrieved. So while you are placing what data to be placed, with what name it should be placed also you need to specify. But whereas while reading, what key value you should read only it will tell. You don't know the value of it. It should retrieve from the cache memory. If it is found, it will retrieve the data, otherwise it will return null. So this is the way how you are putting in the cache memory, and after retrieving the data from the server, put it in the cache memory so that it will help you in the next time. If the user is searching for the same employee ID, it was found in the cache memory because previously you have kept in the cache memory. So now I can retrieve from the cache memory and I skip all these steps. Whatever you have written, this entire code is equal to null will not be there. Next time you are searching for the same employee, it never will be a null from the when you are searching from the cache memory. It is really found. So that record will come. So is equal to null false. Is equal to null false means I am skipping this entire command connecting to your server. They are creating one link query, running the link query, storing the result in the cache memory. All these I am not doing because it's already available in cache memory. I'll take it from there and return. That's it. This is the only code you should understand how they are implementing the caching. So that's the main code. That's it. And then rest of the things what this F9 or not like that. It's only for your understanding line by line how the line by line execution. I want to see how it is moving from one step to another step. He told that for debugging line by line, F9 first line of your get method you need to select and click on press F9 means what? One red color symbol. That is the debugging breakpoint. So whenever you execute, when the cursor comes to that particular line, it will stop as execution. And until you press F10 means line by line, it will start execution and it will show how it is moving in the code. So just for that he gave, it is not mandatory. Okay, just for your understanding. But all these is okay. This is the problem I am telling in my computer what references. In your application, under the reference node, see here under the references, you will find these files. See here, Microsoft.applicationserver.caching.azure help client. Okay, client helper. Microsoft.applicationserver.caching.azure common, Microsoft.applicationserver.caching.client, Microsoft.applicationserver.caching.core. There are 4 files will be there in under the references folder. They are different version means again they will create problems. So he asked you to delete them and again reference them from your local machine. So in your machine there will be one root from where you can refer to all these files. First you delete them, he is telling. See here, select the deleted following references he told. So these 4 you have to remove and again add the reference. When those files must be available in your local machine. But in my machine also I found this catch core is there as well as Azure common is there, but I did not find this client one and client helper one. I did not find it, because of which I am unable to do this step. Okay, because after deletion what he will tell you, see again he is asking me to go to add reference and he is asking me to go to the location where these files are. See here there is a root also he was given. If you go to this folder you are able to find all these files. So these files again DLL files, all the 4 same named, no difference. But they are different version means anything they will give problem. So existing references you remove and you add the references of DLL files they said. Whereas in this only I am telling only 2 I found, 2 are not found in my machine, because of which I am unable to do it. Okay, so this step only is the problem in my system. Once all these are done, you have to set your application as the startup project and start execution. Finished. That is what is the and give some values, call the get method with one argument and try. But what is the problem in my machine? I am having some problems because of some of the files are missing. But I will show you the entire demo little faster. Okay, because the first steps are whatever you have learnt only. So is that the concept is clear? The coding put and get into the cache memory, is that clear? Anybody is having the doubt? Some small worker role, catching worker role is the extra one. Okay. Installation of the NuGet packages is already known, but if it is not working from package manager console also we can install. From there I will tell you. Okay. Any doubts, please raise your hand and ask me. Otherwise I'll move ahead because I have to today I will end by 1:45 only, and just send whatever you ask the database connecting. Tomorrow's session I will tell, because we have complete day. There I can tell you this doubt. Okay, we will do one small project also in such a way that which utilizes database from your Azure portal, whereas this application again I will host it in Azure and I will give a reference of that to you all, so you can do it. If you have the system, you can connect. If you have the SQL server in your machine, you can connect the database that I am creating in the Azure portal. So all these, if you want to do, you get laptops if your what SQL server like that, immediately you can test also. Okay. So now I will show you, because no hand raises, so I can move ahead and I can show you the all the steps practically. So any step I missed means, please, if I'm missing, please remind me. Okay. But first thing, I'm closing your previous all the windows, Visual Studio, and now you must open with administrator account as a mandate. But for doing this example, he already created one application that he provided to you. You can work over there, but I don't want to do. That's the reason I am doing on my own. So new project and take it as cloud, Windows Azure, scaling, demo 2, using Azure app. Okay, app catching. Okay, and you get that one. Here worker role is not service, WC service. I want to create MVC4 application itself. So MVC4 web role, you take it and click on greater than. So I got like this. So let this name to be like that. I'm not changing, and click on OK. So here you take it as web API, because web API application I don't want the internet or basic like that. I want to take web API, press enter. So you will find two applications in the Solution Explorer. It's still running, so it is not showing. So if you wait for a few seconds, you will get two controllers. One is accounts controller, one is values home controller and values controller. That you already have seen in your the web API. Third and fourth chapters are what web API we have learned. The same files are going to be created here. Just wait, it is coming. Too much of time it's taking. Meanwhile, I'll open my SQL server, because from which table you want to access your database, which table of which database records you want to access. I'm going to show you that table in my SQL server. So it is been created. 1 minute. SQL server is also about to come. It's coming. Why it is not showing the credentials, I did not get. So in my SQL server, there is one database named as NIIT. Use NIIT. This is the database in which there is a table named as employees. There is a table named as employees. From this only I want to retrieve the data using my get with one argument ID parameter. There are only two records with employee ID 1 and 2. So for this, how many model classes should I create? Only one model class I have to create. So first work is one model class for employee, one model class for data context class to work with your NIIT database. Right click, add class, give the name as employee, and create the columns public int employee ID get set. Second column is what? Name, designation, gender. Salary, public float salary get set. So my first model class is finished. Save it and compile. Okay, once it is F6 means compilation, it is success. So one more model class for connecting to the database, data context class. So NIT context DB context control control dot. So I got it. So here public NIT context colon base data source is equal to just hide it. Okay. Dot backslash Sai user ID is equal to SA, password is equal to what is the database with what we want to work with is NIT. It's not a new database. With the existing database I want to work, so I have given as NIT. So with what table you want to work with is DB set. Table structure is equal to employee model class in the current environment. Table name is employees. So my context class is also finished. Save it and build with F6. So till here it is done for you. So everything is okay. Now it's the time for you to modify the code in your values controller for your ID with this. Okay. For this you create one context, NIT context. It is not coming means don't get confused. You should write that using scaling, not scaling. Let me check. I will show you there are two applications. One is see here my MVC web role 1. Another one is scaling demo 2. This is the one you are thinking, but your real controllers are inside the MVC web role 1. So that name you give MVC web role 1 dot models. Okay. When you give like that NIT context, I can get CTX is equal to new NIT context, and I want to work with employee table means EMP. Okay. So simply take as EMP variable, don't get confused. Now what am I doing in this get is, instead of that, let me take it as, you remember that I have to go for the coding. So I need to check for what? Is it there in the cache memory or not? If it is not there in the cache memory, then I have to get it from the, connected to the context, get the search for the tables and all these. So first I am giving EMP is equal to, before to that, what is the one? Data cache factory. I have to create data cache factory. Fact is equal to new data cache factory. Okay. And this is not coming means don't get confused. The relevant namespace is not added. See here I am not getting it. Why I am not getting it? You should understand there is a NewZ package which we are missing. NewZ package for catching is what? I said that you should go to your Solution Explorer, right click on your web role 1, right click, manage NewZ package. There is manage NewZ packages. Here you should give here Windows Azure storage, but it is not coming in my machine. Windows Azure, if you type here, you should get Windows Azure caching. But I am not getting any caching namespace. I mean the package I am not getting, because of which I am taking another methodology. See, service bus I am getting. Where am I getting the, see here, I am not getting anything. See here I am not getting. So what should I do? How can I solve this problem? That's the reason, because it is giving some problem in my machine. It is not visible to me. Windows Azure caching means it should display. Microsoft Azure, let us see with Microsoft Azure. Microsoft Azure also it will not show 100% because it is giving some problem. Azure caching. Anywhere caching is there, see here. You are not get so many, we found many. So let me write. See here, caching one, I am unable to get it. So instead of searching here, there is a easiest method, that is go to view, other windows, package manager console. For migrations time in AZURE I told. So you will get one package manager console window. There you can write the code. See here. Here, package manager console, here install package, install hyphen package. What is that? Microsoft dot application server dot caching. This is the one which you have to do. Press enter, then automatically it will install that one. It will take few seconds, don't get confused. Successfully installed. There is some error. Applications are Windows Azure. Sorry, name I think I get wrong. Install hyphen package Microsoft dot Windows Azure dot caching. Yes, the file name I gave wrong, nothing else. Okay. Successfully added Microsoft dot Windows Azure dot caching 2.9.12 MVC web role 1 is the message. So well and good. So your task is finished. Now what you have to do? So now what am I doing is here. In this one, now previously I am not getting data cache factory. Now also not coming. No madam, you don't say. Control dot if you press. Previously it is not showing this namespace name. But now it is showing the namespace name. Factory is equal to new factory. Then you have to take data cache. Cache is equal to factory dot get default cache. Okay. After now cache memory is ready for you to be used. So you need to search for that record. emp is equal to cache dot. Okay. Get means search for what all. And so what is the key name if you want to know, whatever ID is there, that thing, so that my key name is always like, if the employee ID is 105, EMP 105 is my key name. If employee ID is 100, EMP 100 is my key thing. So key name I am saying that, so ID dot to string. You just understand. So this is my key. Set with this key in the system and whether it is there or not. If it is really found, get its value into my, so but it should get it in what format, so as what it is, employee, so convert into employee and get it into that. So this I am searching for this key. What is the field that while you are placing in the cache memory, if at all I am placing the details of 101 employee ID record, so key name will be EMP 101. If 1000 is the key, EMP 1000 is the key. So I am searching in that way. Now you see, if EMP is equal to null means, so not found in the cache. If not found in the cache, it's your duty. You need to create data context. CTX you know already. So from the CTX you go for this. EMP is equal to context dot, your table name employees dot, and you say that where I'm searching for a record, where records employee ID is equal to ID that I have received dot get okay, get first, that you will get it. Why I'm not getting it? First or default, yes, it's not. See, That means I am searching for the employee ID column value where it is matching with the ID that I have received into my column. See here, ID column, whatever I say. So if really that record was found in your database, EMP will not be null. If think so that EMP is not equal to null means record found in the table. Okay. If found in the table, what you have to do? Simply don't return. Instead of that, put this one in the cache memory like catch dot put. And put what with what key it should be placed. The key name I already told. You keep it always with the ID followed by, so ID dot toString. This is the key, but whose value to be placed is EMP value to be placed. So this is the record I am placing in the cache memory with what name is EMP followed by employee ID of that record I am storing. This is the way I am using to store it in your cache memory. And finally, what am I doing? I am returning. So after doing this work, I am saying that return EMP. So if it is keep it in your brain, when I am searching, if it is not equal to null means it is found. It is found means what? It will not be null. Then this complete if statement it will leave and it will return the value of EMP. Return EMP is the one. So why it is giving red color error, madam, means EMP is what data type? Employee class object. So return data type still you have kept it as like that. So you have to make that return type as employee. So if found in the cache memory, I am taking that and I am returning. If not found, it will be true. Then I am trying to connect to my database using the link query and retrieving the record and putting that record in the cache memory. And the same I am returning from this function. This is the simplest code I have to write. This is the way. And after doing this, what is the work you have to do? I forgot one step. You need to make this... everything is correct, but still it is not working, but execution I am not doing, but whatever steps I have done are correct. You have to make this as a startup project, and here I have shown you all the steps also. You see here, till where we have done everything, this coding, everything is finished. Adding a reference of all this. Acha, very important one we missed, 100% we did a very big mistake. What is that? Can I tell you? Where is the catch worker role that supports? You have to create the catch worker role. I told very clearly, whenever you are getting a folder named as roles folder, on that roles folder, till now you did not, which you missed in the previously only. See, in this right click, you need to make add new worker role project. This is the one which you were explained in the steps. Please check. Here catch worker role you take. Catch worker role. This is catch worker role. You take this one and give the name as catch worker role and click on add, which you have to do in the in between only, which I forgot to tell you. Okay, so don't get confused. These are the things which you have to do. Once this is done, now you see here there are 3 applications you can see. See, one is catch worker role, that is helping you to support the catching operations in your application. With the help of the web worker MVC web role, I am able to create one MVC website which can be hosted in your Azure. So this is the steps you have to do, and the final steps are what? Let me tell you. There are some references you can find in these references. Let me show you references, not these references. Actually, these are not the correct references. Let me show you Azure caching. Where is our Azure caching? Worker role, Azure caching. So this is the catch worker role. And your application MVC web role. Here you see the references. If you expand, you can find, see here, Azure client helper, Azure common, Azure client. These are the 4 he is asking you to remove and re-add. So actually how to add, removing I am not doing because some of them are not present in my computer. So right click I am doing and I am saying that add reference. It thinks so that you have removed. After that, to access to get the reference of them from your local machine.dll files, you need to go here and click on the browse. When you click on the browse, you need to go to some route which I am going to paste in the notepad. See here, in every machine, everybody's machine, this route might change. Or it's not getting pasted because our book is in open state. Let me minimize, then it will copy and paste. Previously it is not doing just because When the book is open, we cannot do the copy pasting. See here, this is the place in my computer, but whatever root was given in the book is different from this. From person systems to system, whatever version you are using, whatever edition you are using, this root might change. So go for this location. Wantedly from this location, I'm showing you that location. I'm making you to go there. There are so many DLL files, you can find it. For your understand .dll I'm giving. You can check in this, so many DLL files. Microsoft application server catching Azure common. Can you see this is the one which is where that he is asking to delete and add this reference. Okay, common is there, but here Azure core also, Azure component is there, but a core we want. Core is also there. I will show you, wait. How can I increase the size? So these you can see that different files are there, but some of the files which we require helper, client helper, those are not there. That's the reason, because those files are missing in my computer, it is not really working. That is the main problem, because of which I am not running. Okay, so otherwise it will work. So all my steps are finished. The final work is after my last work is what to be done. I said I have to add all these DLL files. I have to remove these 4 DLL files, whatever references, and add those DLL files which are found in your local machine. You check all these 4 are there, means then only you delete and add them. Okay. Once that is done, now you have to make your worker role, not this worker role. This is the main one, right? This you have to make it as a startup project. Set as startup, but there is a small Windows Azure emulator will be there. Actually, this you need to host in Azure and do the testing. But while hosting only, first of all, if at all I am pressing F5 here. And one more thing, he told you to select this line and press F9. For what reason? Means it's not mandatory. For what reason? You need to know. Whenever first time I'm requesting for a employee ID which is not in catch, it should go and set line by line, and it should say that the value of this EMP will be null because it is not found in the cache memory. When it is null, so it should execute this part. Second time, for the same employee, when you are searching, this should not be null. Directly it should jump to the return statement and return. So how it is moving ahead to say line by line, he asked you to put F9 for debugging line by line. So but right now it is not going to work. So F5 I am pressing after setting as a start project. Due to some, there see here now, it will create an environment as if that you are executing in Azure portal. So Azure emulator will come. That emulator problem is there in my system, so yesterday it is not working. See here, it is initialized in the Azure emulator. If it is working, well and good. If it's not working, we will see. Actually, yesterday I got some error while emulating this Windows Azure storage. There will be Azure storage emulator will be there. So it creates an environment as if it is in Windows Azure, and it will allow us to run our application, because it's not normal ASP application, it's a cloud application. See how much time it's taking. Emulator, why you understood? This is not normal ASP application to normally run in your browser. It should create like Azure portal environment, there it should execute. So emulator, it is still running. In 1 minute if it is done, okay. Otherwise, if people do in the same manner whatever I have done, it will work. Okay. In my system, some files are missing, so I have not removed those references. Might be they will work, I thought, so I was not removed them. Wow, it is coming. Yesterday it was not even coming. Now it is even coming. But data caching also I have some problem. First page will come, home page successfully. So well and good. So it is still here, we got it. Yesterday I did not even get this emulator. It is giving error for emulator. Okay. First home page, you know, that is from home controller, index action method, you got it. So it is okay till here. So but API means what? API /values is your controller. Press enter means get with 0 arguments. I have not modified the code of it, so that it is opening here. Open, you know that this procedure. Open means whatever it is returning both the values, value 1, value 2. That is, I have not modified this code. Just I am showing. Okay, now API slash values slash 1 I gave. Slash 1 means what? It should call get function with 1 argument. Okay. See here. So here you see here why the computer is stopping over here. We kept a breakpoint over there, so it is stopping there. From continuously you need to press F10 to move to line by line. So now I am pressing F10. See here, line by line it has to go. See, it is giving some error. See, data cache exception. There is some problem in my machine which is not supporting. That's the reason I got this error. Otherwise there is no error. Okay. So these are the steps you need to do, and you do it. Any errors means this error you post it in the group and check. There is one small mistake I have done. Okay. One small steps I have not done. Let me tell you. One small mistake. Only 1 minute. Okay. There is one file, web.config file will be there. There will be one web.config file. Let me open that web.config file. Where is our web.config? There search for control F you press, auto discover you press, auto discover. This step I really missed out. What is we have created one catch worker role, right? And we gave the name of that application as catch worker role. See here. Auto discover. Slowly I am going. Here you see here. The worker role name is placeholder is there, that you have to change. What's happening? It is working. Delete this one and write your catch worker role name. Catch. What is the name we have created? We created one catch worker role project and attached that file name to represent. We forgot. Now I am pressing F5 now. And I'll stop after this demo. Okay. It's working fastly means well and good. Otherwise, the execution of this we will see tomorrow. API slash values slash 1. That work role name to be, but it is there in the steps, whatever he was given in the activity, so you will not forget it. You can check from there. So F10 you press continuously I told, because line by line it is going to execute. See here. 1 I gave, so it should not be available in your cache memory actually. So it's taking too much of time because there is a problem with the caching in my machine. So you people try this same time one. It will work for you. If any error, we will check in the next classes. Okay. So this is about the last module which we have completed last demo also. Database creation, anything, whatever you ask, that I am going to give you tomorrow in the additional class. Okay. So now I am ending the session because it has some problem. That's the reason it is not working fast, and afterwards it is giving error. See here how much time it's taking. This execution we will do once again tomorrow, but a demo is over. Okay. So now you please give your feedback. All the steps are there in your courseware, activity lab guide, and follow those steps. Only application creation you do on your own. Okay. So I'm ending the session. Why? Because it is not responding very fastly. Give your feedback now.